lovelies, welcome back to another watch me work video. So in this video today we already did our prep, apply my tips, shape them, dehydrated, my first coat of primer, allow that to completely dry and all that good stuff. So now I'm going in with my second coat of primer immediately after. While that primer is still tacky, I'm going to lay down a medium-sized bead of my clear acrylic and press it into my cuticle area, making sure that it's nice and flush. And then I work my acrylic down the nail to get my apex. And if I do run out of product like I do here, I make sure to blend whatever is left into the nail before applying a fresh bead of acrylic, which I just applied a small bead to the tip and I blended it back to the cuticle area. Now guys, today was so hot in laying this acrylic. This was ridiculous. So my acrylic was drying really fast, even though I was working with it wetter than I usually do. These days have just been that hot. Like, it's been crazy hot. So I did get it to lay nicely and all of that, but as you guys can see, the light is catching a little sink right which where my brush was, where the two sets of acrylic meet. So I'm going to apply a small bead nice and wet to that area, and I'm going to make sure that everything is blended in nicely. Now I did leave my acrylic application in real time for you guys because I know some of you actually enjoy watching it. And this is the speed in which I work. I don't focus on my speed. I focus on laying my acrylic, making sure that my cuticle area is nice and flush, my apex is where it needs to be, and that I keep my shape nice and tight. So I'm just going to repeat the exact same thing to this nail, and you guys are going to see the struggle with this nail. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. So I'm just going to show you these two nails and one more nail because I just built up clear acrylic on 4 nails, and the other nail I'm going to show you is just going to lay a nice thin layer of acrylic down. You guys already know what is going to come with that. Yes, it's going to be an encapsulated nail. Today I'll be doing some glitter. So I'm going to allow you guys to watch this, which is my acrylic application. I'm going to allow you to watch it, and I'll meet you guys back when I'm actually applying the glitter. Okay, so I'm back. Yes, I know what I said. I just had something to tell you guys, okay? I know you guys focus a lot on time. For me, how I look at it is if I spend time to lay my acrylic as I do, then I cut back on filing time. So for me, it works hand in hand. So where you would spend more time filing, you spend more time laying your acrylic and less time filing. So it would automatically cut back on your service time. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when you're studying time. And for me, I don't focus on time. I focus on the detail of my work. I focus on the quality of work that I put out there. And my clients respect that. I don't work well under pressure, so that's another thing. So I just wanted to give you guys that bit of advice. So I do lay that thin layer of acrylic and allow it to set, and then I go in with my glitter acrylic. So I'm using this beautiful gold. It's not new to my channel. It's just some chunky and fine gold glitters mixed together and some hollow gold as well. And I am going to fade this downward to the tip. So I'm going to make sure the majority is to the cuticle area, as close to the cuticle as possible, because we don't want this nail to look like our client is ready for a fill. We don't want that. And then I'm going in with some clear acrylic and some yellow mylar flakes to the free edge of this nail. And I do put a few on top of the gold glitter just to make it look like the mylar is fading back up into the cuticle area as well. And I also leave this to set because we have acrylic in our glitter, and I am using acrylic to hold the mylar to this nail. And if it is that I were to go in with my clear acrylic to encapsulate immediately, things would shift and it wouldn't look as flawless as I would want it. So I'm going to wait for this to set just about 2 or 3 seconds, and then I'm going to go in with my tones, glass, and encapsulate this nail. So this is what my completed acrylic application looks like. I'm going to allow this to set, file, shape, and buff off camera, and I'll meet you guys right back. So now that we finished filing and all that good stuff, I'm going to go in with this red gel polish, and I'm going to apply 3 nice thin layers because it's not as opaque as the gel polishes that I would usually use. And I do cap with my first layer and I do cap with my top coat layer. That is the only 2 times I cap my gel polishes. For me personally, I find that it helps in keeping the shape of the nail. So I'm going to apply each layer, curing in between each coat for 30 seconds in my 48 watt LED light. And I did apply this red to 3 of her nails. So I had to include this clip because I love watching a top coat reveal over glitter. It just makes that nail pop and look so much more glamorous. Look at that. Okay, so my preferred choice to put over my encapsulated nails as top coats is my IBD Intense Seal, and I am going to wipe off the excess and I'm going to go underneath that nail so that we get the clear effect that I'm going for. And the reason why I wiped off the excess is because if I flooded this nail, I will actually lose my shape. I coated this nail with my MadamGlam's Perfect Black, and I'm going over half of the nail with my MadamGlam's Art Gel because I am going to be doing some wet on wet roses again in this video. So I'm going in with my white gel polish and I'm just going to go ahead and draw my rose petals, making sure that they are not too spread out because I don't want them to lose too much of that white, but I do want some gray areas and some sort of, well, yeah, gray, because yeah, so we can't really get anything other than gray, right? So because it's just black and white, so you'll have some light gray areas and some darker gray areas, and that's exactly what we are looking for. So when I'm happy with the rose and how it spreads and all of that, I'm going to flash cure this for just about 10 seconds in my LED light. So now I'm going to look for where that line of the first set of art gel that I applied stopped, and I'm going to continue with the second set right there because I am going to be drawing a second rose. Now I did add in a petal to the rose above because the art gel had stopped right which part I finished the first rose, and I just felt like it needed a little more. So after doing this, I am going to go ahead and cure this for a full 30 seconds. And I'll meet you guys back to show you what I am going to do next. Yes, I am going to create some detailing in this rose with my red Sharpie marker and some alcohol. So basically we're doing a Sharpie marble inside of this rose. Now this was just my first layer. I did apply a second layer of that red, just blotting my alcohol, making sure I leave some light spots and some darker spots just to create a little bit of definition into my rose. So I'm going to repeat the same step. After I did that, I did not wait for the Sharpie to completely dry, and I went in with my IBD Intense Seal like not too long after, and this gave a really rustic look. After I applied the top coat, I went ahead and I killed that in my LED light for 30 seconds, and all that was left for me to do is two things: apply my cuticle oil, and of course try to remember to take some pictures for you guys. So I would have all of that at the end of the video to share with you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I know I did leave some bloopers in there because I mean when I'm recording my voiceovers it's never really perfect. There's always some funny moment or something like that. And I also included the song that I did my Insta story to, that we were listening to soca at that point in time. So it's also included at the end of the video. And that is it, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. As well, turn your post notifications on and check out my social medias that are linked in the description box below. As always, I'd love for you guys to keep safe, and I will see you soon.